Now we are just taking some general question answers about the exam one. So a bunch of questions have already been asked. I'm just going to kind of go back and take them again. So first question, in the back exam for fall 2020, that included timing waveforms. Is that going to be on our exam or not? And the answer to that is, because we have not allotted time to discuss timing waveforms, I'm not going to ask you guys questions about timing waveforms for this particular exam. We will spend talking about timing waveforms after the exam, so it'll be appropriate to ask in the second exam or the final exam, but not for the first exam. So that's about timing waveforms. Next question is waveforms. Is there class on Friday? No, there is no class on Friday. We just are going to worry about exam on Friday. And the rules are on Piazza. Please take a look at all the logistical details that go along with exam one. Next question is, do we need to turn on the camera? The answer is no, you don't need to turn on the camera or your microphone. You don't need to join the meeting. You can ask me questions. If you need to get some clarification on a question, you can just text me. Direct text me. Don't post it in the group. It is very important that you choose not to post on Piazza or in our general group. I don't want one question from one student unnecessarily confuse another student. So, keep the conversation directed to me. So email works, or a direct message on Webex Teams to me works. Let's see. Are we going to learn it? Yes, we are going to absolutely learn it. Will there be Vhdl questions on the exam? No. Do we need to show work for multiple choice questions? No. Just for the free response, not even for the short answer. You just for the free response questions where I say, here is a link, click on this link to upload your work. That's the only place where I'm expecting you to show your work. Okay, let's see. Next question. I was still having issues. Oh, okay. So studio issues, guys, today from 6 to 10, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., they are help sessions mainly for the studios. So you guys can, get that help from the TAs. I'm a little bit busy with sort of multiple exams happening. So please feel free to reach out to the TAs. Today, 6 to 8, 6 to 10, you have that opportunity. Wait, are we meant to join a Webex call during the test? No, you're not. Are signed magnitude operations on the test? Yes, they are. Is it open book? Yes, it is. It was a problem with the implementation step. The synthesis was fine. So that means that you have a problem in the XDC file. Your VHDL file seems fine. For the extra time exam, it is automatically applied. Yes, it is automatically applied. If you have emailed me your DSS note, then I'm automatically going to adjust your time on Gradescope. So instead of the timer itself will be automatically adjusted. Do the questions posted in the back exams have all of the types, multiple choice, short answer? No, they don't. They only have the free response part. The multiple choice and the short answer questions, I have not shared. I'm gonna try to keep that close hold. Let's see. Should we write the answers in LaTeX? No, not necessary. You can simply write it on a piece of paper and scan and upload, just as you would for homework. All right. I think I'm up to date with questions. I just couldn't write it. But I hope... all right, you guys. What else? Can we expect to have less than 15 questions? I understand if you can answer. See, the thing is this. If I commit, that is sort of, limiting myself to, something that I don't want to limit myself, right? One, you know, there will always be sub questions. So, on some, there may not be sub questions. On some other, there may be sub questions. So when I say 15, so I can tell you this, right? I can definitely tell you this. The spring 2019 exam was conducted in person. It was a closed book, closed notes exam, and it was for 1 hour 50 minutes. And people were in person. So they did not have to scan, they did not have to upload, they did not have to print. They simply were expected to use a calculator and answer questions, which is why the number of questions are a little bit more than what you would expect. The second thing is, I'm sensitive to the fact that you guys will be needing to scanning and uploading time. You will need time for that. So in other words, I don't want to rush you guys, which is also the reason why I increased the time from 1 hour 50-minute regular class time to 2 hours 30 minutes. Let's see. Will we be under time constraint, or will we have plenty of time? No, you will not be in either. So you will. So here, when you are doing conversions, right? For exam 1, most of the students spend time doing conversions. And if you have practiced them enough, then you will go through them very quickly. But if you have been, if you know how to do it, but you have not practiced enough, then you will go through them slowly. And depending on, the test taking skill, you might be really slow or really fast, and it's subjective. I can't tell you that. But just because of those specific type of questions, I don't think you will feel that you have plenty of time. But I still want you guys to be aware that that those questions will take some time, the conversion questions, and you can try to time yourself. There are a few back exams. Go and take a look. If you are able to answer them in time, you will be able to take a look at that. Is the exam out of 100 points? There were 80 points. Yes, because the remaining 20 points were for the multiple choice questions. Multiple choice or short answer or multiple choice, multiple answer. Those kind of questions had 20 points associated with them. How much time should we try to spend on multiple choice versus the free response? I generally struggle with finishing on time. So again, it kind of comes back to the same topic of what is your strength and what is your weakness. I would not want you to spend too much time on multiple choice questions. Maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, but that is it. The rest of the time, I want you guys to be thinking about free response and scanning and uploading of your work. Okay, so we are still. What are the other questions, you guys? Which topic question? Sign, magnitude, representation, K-maps, Boolean algebra, simplification do you think will require the most time to complete? On the exam? Conversions. For me, conversions. For somebody else, it might be very quick, but yeah, Boolean algebra too, right? So depending on the complexity of the Boolean algebra simplification, that might take time. And in some cases, what happens is students kind of get stuck at a particular step and they spend a lot more time than they need to. That happens with Boolean algebra. That doesn't happen with K-maps. That doesn't happen with sign magnitude representations in general. But I would say conversions. Wait, what are conversions? Oh, converting binary to decimal and converting hexadecimal to binary base 7. Our first topic that we learned. Yeah, that's where a lot of students spend a lot of time. That's a time sink, because it's not, you need to show your work, right? So you need to show each and every step, and that takes a lot of time. But K-maps, I don't see that as a time sink. I don't see sign magnitude representations as a time sink. Sign magnitude arithmetic is the worst. I cannot agree with you more. I'm with you, Andrew. Yes, 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 yes. That can be a T-shirt if you want, like that. You can have a T-shirt that says that, and maybe you can have a comment about 2's complement arithmetic on the back side of the T-shirt. What are the other questions, guys? What? Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. When the homeworks take you 2 hours, it's hold on. What? Uh, if you are able to complete homeworks in 2 hours, when the homework, i- i- the whole homework, you mean? If you are completing a complete home to a, yeah, that's what I thought. 2 hours is, it is meant to be more than that. Well, it is meant to be more than that in general. Uh, well, yeah, me too. I take more time than it might be necessary. I may spend time making things, doing this homework. All right, you guys, questions. If homeworks take around 45 minutes, then you are good. Yeah, that seems like a very good sign. Yes. Again, it'll boil down to the time you spend on conversions, Boolean algebra simplification, and if you need to draw something like that, might take a bit of time. But other than that, I don't see um, any reason why you should be spending too much time. And also, the time taken, I think, is a direct consequence of how comfortable you are with a topic, right? So if you're very comfortable with a topic and you understand that really well, then you will be able to understand the nuances of a problem, reducing you a lot of time. Uh, let's see, homework, any percentage speed run. For the homework due tonight, number 3 is supposed to only use the De Morgans, or can we use other ones? So, Shini, no matter how you do it, I think at some point of time or the other, you will need to use De Morgan's law. For example, you will even if you want to first combine the first two terms under the complement, even after that step, because there is a complement that you still need to do, you will need De Morgan's law at some point of time. Can we further simplify after applying? Yeah, absolutely. That's required. So using De Morgan's theorem just okay. So sorry for that confusion. It just means that you would start off that way, then you would need to simplify. No. It essentially means De Morgan's law to just get you started. Okay, so this has become less of me writing and more of me talking. And for those of you who are watching this, I apologize for just the audio, nothing interesting in terms of video. I'm pretty lost on question 4a on the homework. I was able to finish all of the problems, but I don't see a way to simplify beyond using De Morgan's law. Let's see. Which one is this? This is 4a of the homework. Let me go here and sure. Where are we? Right here and right here and homework for PDF version and up. Oh, right here, right? So 4a. So using the theorems of Boolean algebra, minimize the product logic. So express. Okay. So express the answer as a sum of multiple product terms. So you have to. That one is a bit painful. Yeah, right. So it's better to have this on a homework than something else. So you would use De Morgan's law. You would have a complement of the first all those terms. Then you would apply De Morgan's law again. But actually, you could do this. You could start off with not applying De Morgan's law and start combining the product terms, because what I see is the first term and the second term have a complement and C that is belongs to the first two terms. There is a B there, B complement there, that gets out, so you're left with A complement and C. And then similarly, I think there might be a few more things like the B complement and C terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth and the fifth term you will be able to combine. So do that simplification first and then apply De Morgan's law. All right, for example, B complement C causes B complement. Yes, right. Remember to use the idea where A plus A anything. Right. I used up 2 pages of simplifying it and I realized we could have simplified it at the beginning. Me too. I did the same thing when I was writing the solutions. Let's see. But I think when I wrote the solutions, I provided both ways, like of doing it one way or the other. I think I did both ways. Let's see. All right. I think I've answered all the questions. So the consensus theorem also applies for 3 variables. The consensus theorem only applies for 3 variables, right? So properties 17a and 17b, those are specifically 3 variable properties. So consensus theorem has 3 variables. Let's see, it becomes a complement. Sorry, 3 variable groupings. Right. So yeah, that's your consensus theorem. If you look at consensus theorem, it is very similar to this particular idea. Right here, if I go back all the way in my K-map, let's see, where is it? The connection right here. So consensus theorem is very similar to this connection between the Boolean algebra and K-map. In one, you're looking at the SOP form, and in the other, you're looking at the POS form. Okay, now there's another question. I got a massive multiplication problem and I couldn't figure it out. All right, so that, yeah, I think the simplify first, then do the inversion will help. Next question, could you please explain again why 15, 13, 12, and 28 in 5 variable K-map cannot form a group of 4? All right, so let's do it right. Which one was that? That was a 5 variable K-map, right? Yeah. So when you have 5, so let me highlight your groups here using green. You said 15, 13, 12, and 28. 15, 13, 12, and 28. I don't think you mean that, right? I don't think you mean 28. Oh, you mean that? Right. So if you look at these, what are the variables that are changing? Between these two guys, you have D changing. Between these two guys, you have E changing. Between these two guys, you have A changing. between this guy and this guy, you have A changing and D and E changing. So you see, you cannot allow so many different variables to change, because that spoils adjacency. Can you re-explain the redundant prime implicant? I'm going now 1 or this and this equals 1. Yeah, sure, I can do this. So Zero, I hope that I answered your question, why I can't group that. Next, so Shini, I'll get to your question before I do Matt. Matt's question is, for 5b, what does without simplification refer to? Oh, so that was in reference to, where is my homework? Right here. So 5b, right? So without simplification essentially means when you have that logic expression for f, don't simplify it, because you could, right? Don't simplify it. Simply draw the logic expression and then convert it into NOR only. Don't attempt to simplify f in the beginning itself. That's what I meant. Let's see. Should we not simplify it if we have two inversions on the same wire? No, that is okay. If you have two inversions on the same wire, then that cancels out. That is fine. You can do that. When I said without simplification, I just meant that the original expression, don't take that and then apply Boolean algebra or K-maps or like do simplification to begin with. Let's see. Sorry. All right. So it looks like the bottom question is taken care of. For number 4 on the quiz today, I'm getting 5 NAND gates, including the not implemented ones. No, I don't think you will get 5 NAND gates. Can you guys tell me the question at the end in the quiz? What is it? I don't remember exactly the B, C, or A. Okay. Is that it? All right. So NAND gates, right? All right. So do NAND, this. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Should be between 2 and 4. Oh my gosh. All right. What else, you guys? Let's go. We have got 5 more minutes in class time. I think we can wrap all the questions in class time. If we accidentally submit after the 2-hour 30-minute deadline, does the submission thingy just close, or do we just get points off? So those you will not be able to submit, or you will not be able to update your submission after the 2-hour 30-minute deadline. So make sure that whatever you have, you need to submit, verify submission, and I would highly recommend that you use the last 20 minutes to do just that. Submit your work, upload your work, make sure that after you submit it tells you submit and verify submission. Go ahead, verify the submission, because if you don't in time, then you will not be able to update your submission. And like I said in the document that I uploaded, your last submission is what will get graded. So for each question, when you answer it, you can save the answer. In some of the questions, it does a auto save, but for free response questions, you can click on save answer, and that should be okay. I'm just worried because sometimes my phone won't let me upload the PDF files to Google Drive. Don't do Google Drive. Please, Shini, don't do Google Drive. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have read that document that I wrote about exam one logistics, but there is a way to avoid scanning and uploading and Google Drive and transferring. There's a way to avoid all of that. Simply use your phone or iPad or you know everybody has a smartphone. Use your smartphone, log into Gradescope using a web browser. When you click on upload a file, it will allow you to access the camera of your smartphone, and you will be able to simply not even scan and upload. You are essentially taking pictures and you are uploading them. So it takes you a matter of seconds to do that, or minutes maybe, but that's it. I can just point my test at my computer webcam. Yeah, but the problem with the computer webcam is it might not be very clear because you don't have control over. Well, sure, yeah, you can do that. The problem is it would be difficult for you to put up a paper and have light and have that to be appearing in good quality. But you can use your phone to do it, and in my experience it has been a pretty easy to do that. Let's see, I use a drawing tablet. Yeah. So I tested that using my iPad. It worked really well. I tested that using my phone. It worked really well. These are the kind of reasons why I make that fake exam. You guys practice it. You will be able to see whether you are able to do it or not. There is a free response question even in the fake exam. No, you don't need a tablet. You have a smartphone, right, with a camera? Smartphone, camera with a web browser. That's all you need. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. So go to the practice exam, the fake exam, where I say a fake exam, practice uploading, right? So start that. The last question in that is a free response question. Doesn't have to be a good answer. It's just a fake exam. You can have some blank sheets of paper or some random things written, whatever you want. Just try to use your phone to do that. You will see it's pretty straightforward to do that. Alex, you have a nice day too. Let's see. For the POSK map, can 0 and 10 form a group of 2 and why? Let's see. What are you talking about? POS. You're talking about this one. 0, is this what you're talking about? Okay, so which one do you want to combine with this? Which one? 0 and 10. What does 0 and 10 mean? Are you talking about this guy and this guy? Oh no, can't do it. They are diagonal again. You see, A, B, C, D, all zeros. Over here, A is changing, B is not, but C is changing, D is not. So two variables are changing at the same time. So that is not diagonal. But if you had this and this, then you could combine the four corners. So only one variable could change at one time. Yes. Yeah, per dimension. Yeah, that's also important. All right. What else are we? No problem. Okay. Have we exhausted all our questions? it looks like you guys asked more like logistical questions. Can you take? I uh, if I took it for you, I would take it for everyone. Then what is the point of having the exam? But fail them. Oh, you guys are funny. All right, you guys. This is just a test. You know, I'm pretty sure things are not as bad as they might seem. It's just your body is going through like a little bit of stress and anxiety because of the exam. And I suppose, you know, many other courses have exams at the same time, and your body is saying, hey, you need to get up and worry about this and start studying. So that's your, you know, that's your body trying to cope you up with what you need to do, and that's good. I have 3 exams in same 40. Yeah, I see. The thing is this. The thing is, when you have 2 exams or 3 exams, you try to divide the semester up into equal chunks. And unfortunately, that is one of the things that could happen when that when you try to assign equal time, um, slice the semester up equally. Let's sign something saying it. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna stop recording here, you guys. If you don't have other questions, maybe I should title this recording like Q&A slash had fun. You have office hours now. I don't have office hours right now. You can get your studio 2 checked off like from 6 to 10. There is a session from 6 to 8, then there's a session from 8 to 10. I don't have office hours right now though. I this week I'm in like exam prep mode. Gonna run to get that done. Uh 5 tests over next 7. Oh my gosh, that's something. Yes, absolutely. You can get checked off tomorrow. Absolutely. 4 hours today, and I don't know, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. tomorrow, something like that, right? Ooh, that's a bit rough. Well, I hope you guys take enough breaks between the tests. Give your brain a bit of time to rest up. Sleep is necessary, you guys. More important than you might think. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording here. I think this is it.